Jay Bilas is alongside. And first things first, I want to focus on this game and this matchup and the challenges that a guy like Tacko Fall presents. He's the biggest guy out there, and UCF can really, they can play on both ends. What do they have to do to make it a 40-minute game?
Well, they have to turn Duke into a half-court team, which they're capable of doing. It's easier to slow a game down, the speed one up, as you know. And Tacko Fall is 7'6" and can dunk without jumping. But he's got good mobility, and he can really cover up the lane, cover up the basket. He's difficult to score on, obviously. And you have to make decisions. If you're going to take the ball toward the basket, you know, he can block and change most shots, and it gives his teammates the ability to pressure the ball, get out in passing lanes without fear, because he's back there as a gigantic eraser on their defensive pencil. He's not a great offensive player, but he's really improved in that area. I mean, you mentioned he had 13 points, he had 18 rebounds. He also blocked 5 shots and changed a bunch of others. So I think it's going to be a question of, can Duke get out in transition, score some easy baskets, and beat him down the floor? Even though he is mobile, he can run, and he is one of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. I tweeted something out earlier. If there's a nicer person in the college game, I haven't met that guy yet, because Tacko Fall is as nice as they come.
And that's, I mentioned what we did about him when he was a freshman, and his story, I mean, he's been through a ton, and I'm with you. Like, we're not supposed to root the hell with that. I'm rooting for Tacko Fall in life, not just in a game. And you talk about, like, who you're rooting for, and your objective, I know, but Johnny Dawkins, you have a reverence for that's rare. This is a guy that I think it's fair to say, right, that this is a guy that you think as much of as anyone. So what's this Sunday like just for you as watching a teammate go up against the guy that coached you guys?
Well, really proud. You know, Johnny was a great player. I mean, you remember him. He was Superman. And when I first met him, you know, Allen Iverson wasn't even an idea at that point in the early 80s when I met Johnny. And when I first saw him play, I was amazed. I mean, he was Iverson before there was Iverson. And if he weren't injured when he got into the NBA with San Antonio, he played 9 years and had a great pro career, but he would have been off the charts good. But one of the best people I've ever known, and there's nobody I admire more than Johnny in anything, anywhere. And so to see him have this kind of success is really gratifying for me. It's not surprising, but gratifying.
One last real quick one, and if we go over, I don't care, because I love this kind of stuff. It is personal. How do you, when you're him and you've won your first tournament game, going up against the guy that you played in a title game for, how do you take that out of it and just try to coach your guys?
Because the guy down there will take it out of it. He doesn't care. Once the game starts, he doesn't care. He'll try to rip Dawkins' heart out, and Johnny will do the same. I mean, they're both, once the game starts, I mean, Johnny's been through so much. I mean, he's played in the NBA for 1 million years. He's been through it. He's not going to worry too much about that. When it will be a distraction and enjoyable at the same time will be before and after.
Sure.
The hardest part will be the post-game handshake and all that stuff after somebody wins and loses. The before will be a little walk down memory lane, and there'll be some fun parts of that and enjoyable parts of it, but I think it'll be more a distraction than anything.
I don't know, but when somebody I respect as much as I respect you, respects him that much, then by proxy, I understand who we're talking about with Dawkins.
They don't make him better than him.
I know, I appreciate it.